There is someone out there right now who could have anyone they want, anyone. And they have chosen to only have eyes for you. Not because they are settling, not because you are convenient, because out of every single person who throws themselves at this person daily, you are the only one they actually see. Everyone else, they walk right past them like background noise. You are the signal in all that static, and they don't even hide it. That's the part that should have you chills, should give you chills. They are not being subtle about it because they don't feel the need to be. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly why this is happening, who this person is, and what's coming next for you too. For two of you. This is a big one. Okay, so let's talk about this person for a second, because I want you to really picture them. This person is someone who walks into a room and the energy shifts. Not in a loud way. They are not the one trying to be the center of attention. It just happens around them. People notice. People want to be near them. This is someone who's incredibly successful, who's built something for themselves, who's busy almost all the time, like their schedule looks nothing like a normal 9 to 5. They might run their own thing, multiple things actually. Money is not really a worry for them, the way it's for most people. They have worked hard to get there. Yeah. And they are at a point where they can pretty much have whatever they want, and whoever they want. And here is the thing. Their life completely different from what yours used to. I'm getting this sense of travel, of movement, of this person being somewhere new all the time. Different cities, different rooms full of different people. And it's in one of those rooms, or maybe somewhere completely random, an airport, a coffee shop, somewhere you were not even expecting anything to happen, that your paths crossed. And I want you to really sit with this. Please sit with this. It wasn't happened. It wasn't planned. You were not chasing this. You were not trying to get their attention. You were just existing, doing your own thing. And somehow in that moment, you ended up in the same space as them. And that's not a small thing. That's not random. That's one of those moments that ends up rewriting everything that comes after it. Even if neither of you realized it at that time. Now, here is what I keep coming back to, and I think this is the heart of everything. This person has people, like a lot of people who want to talk to them, be seen with them, get close to them. On paper, they are never alone, but underneath all of that, they are lonely, genuinely lonely. And I know that might sound strange, because how can someone surrounded by people all day, every day, feel lonely? But think about it. Most of those people, believe me, are not there for them. They are there for what this person represents, the status, the access, their lifestyle. And deep down, this person knows it. They can feel it. They've gotten really good at smiling through it and being charming and warm, because that's just who they are. But there is this quiet ache underneath. Trust me. This sense of, if I lost all of this tomorrow, would any of these people still be here? And they already know the answer. So what they are actually looking for, and what they have been quietly searching for this whole time, even if they couldn't put it into words, is something real. Something real, yeah. Something that has nothing to do with money or status or any of that. Of course, it's important things, but they want a connection where if everything else disappeared tomorrow, the connection would still be standing, still be exactly the same. That's rare for them. Yeah, that's almost foreign to them, honestly. Because their whole world is built on people wanting something from them. And this is where you come in. Where you come in. And this person noticed about you. And I mean noticed immediately that about you. Like within minutes of being near you is how different your energy is. You are independent. You don't need anything from them. No. You are not impressed by who they are or what they have. Because honestly, you probably didn't even fully clock who they were at first. You were just being yourself. Talking, laughing, being present in a totally normal, grounded way. Speechless. And to someone who is used to people performing for them, used to people trying to angle their way closer, that's like nothing they've experienced in a long time. You were not trying. And that's exactly why it worked. There's this fiery, magnetic quality to you. Like you walk into a space already knowing who you are, and you don't need anyone's approval to feel that way. This person picked up on that instantly. The way you carry yourself, the way you talk, even just little things, you laugh, the way you react to things, your whole vibe, it hit them in a way they were not prepared for. And I'm also getting that there is something about your appearance, your physical presence that they find really, really attractive, like almost distractingly so. But more than that, and this is important, they are drawn to you, not just how you look, they are drawn to you, to your depth, because you have depth. You are someone who thinks about things, who feels things deeply, who has actual substance behind the way you move through the world. And the conversations between you two, effortless. Like you're both just naturally on the same wavelength, finishing each other's thoughts, going down these little tangents together that somehow always circle back to something meaningful. That kind of conversational chemistry isn't common. Most people think this person talks to surface level. With you, it's not surface level, not even close. This is where it gets really intense. So I need you to really hear me on this. I want you to imagine a crowded, dimly lit theater where everyone is trying to get noticed, waving their hands frantically in the dark, shouting for attention. But you are not even trying. You are standing perfectly still, grounded in who you are. And suddenly, a massive, brilliant spotlight hits only you. To this person, the entire room has gone pitch black, and you are the only thing illuminated. They are not just looking at you. Their brain has literally stopped processing anyone else's existence. You are the only actor on their stage, and everyone else is just an empty seat in the dark. It's like you are the only person in high definition, while everyone else is just a blur in the background. To them, you are not just an option. You are the entire standard. They have officially turned out the noise, and your frequency is the only thing they are hearing. You know that feeling when you finally find the missing piece to a puzzle? That's how they look at you. Like everything finally makes sense. They don't even see the competition because in their world, you've already won. It's not just a crush. It's a soul level recognition that keeps them locked on you. Even in a room full of tens, they are still looking for the one, and that's you. Their eyes don't wander because they have already found everything they were searching for. You have this magnetic pull that makes it physically impossible to them to look away. And here is something I really want you to hear because I think it matters a lot. This connection isn't just about romance. It's bigger than that. There is a sense that being around this person or them being around you, I want to say, is going to open doors, opportunities, new experiences, new ways of seeing the world. It's like your worlds colliding creates this ripple effect that touches more than just your relationship. It touches your life as a whole. Things start shifting, doors that felt closed start cracking open. That's the kind of energy this connection carries. Now let's talk about the part that I think really seals this. The fact that they don't even notice anyone else anymore. I need you to understand how significant that is, given everything I just told you about their life. This is someone who, on any given day, has people trying to get close to them constantly, offers invitations, attention from every direction. And normally, sure, they might engage with some of it because that's just part of their world they live in. But ever since meeting you, none of it registers anymore. It's like everyone else just faded into the background noise, turned into noise. And you are the only thing in focus. They could be standing in a room full of people, actually trying to get their attention. And their mind would still be somewhere else, thinking about you, replaying a conversation you had, wondering when they will get to talk to you again. They are not just noticing you now. They are studying you like you are their favorite book, memorizing every detail because you are the most interesting story they have ever picked up. It's almost like they are wearing blinders to the rest of the world, wherever you are around. A kind of tunnel vision where only you exist. They have put you on a pedestal, but not in a scare way. No, in you are my world kind of way. Every time you walk into the room, their internal compass just automatically points to you. True north, no matter how much chaos is swirling around. They stopped looking for better because they realized best is standing right in front of them. You're not just a part of their life. You've become the heartbeat of their day, the rhythm that keeps everything moving. That's not a small thing for someone like this. Nah. This is a person who's been pursued constantly, who's had every kind of attention thrown at them, and none of it moves the needle anymore. No, you moved the needle. You moved the needle. You are the one thing in their life right now that they cannot stop thinking about, can't shake, can't put into a neat little box and move past. And I think a part of them is almost surprised by how strong this feeling is. Like they were not expecting it. They were not looking for it. And then you showed up and suddenly everything else just felt quiet in comparison. There is also something I want to gently bring up because I think it adds a lot of context to why this person is the way they are right now. At some point in their past, they went through something that really shook them. There was a connection, maybe even a first love, something that felt genuinely real and rare. And they lost it. Not because it wasn't valuable, but because they messed up. Yeah, got tempted, got distracted by their lifestyle, by the noise, by everything that was being thrown at them. And they let something real slip away because of it. And here's the thing about losing something like that. It changes you. Yeah, it always changes you. It humbles you. This person carried that loss for a long time, and it forced them to grow in ways they probably would not have otherwise. They learned the hard way that all the attention, all the option, all the noise, none of it compares to having one person who actually sees you, who actually gets you without any of the extra stuff attached. They made a quiet promise to themselves after that if they ever got another shot at something real, they wouldn't let it slip through their fingers again. And then you came along. I really think on some level this person sees you as extra, exactly what they have been hoping for since that loss. Like the universe or fate giving them a second chance to do it right this time, to do it right. And because of everything they went through, because of that growth, they are not going to make the same mistake twice. They know, for sure, they know what they have now. They know how rare this is. And they are not going to let it slip away because something shinier walked by. No, because nothing else compares anymore. Nothing. No, nothing. Now, I do want to touch on something. Your worlds are different. Their lifestyle is fast, public, full of movements, and attention. Yours might be quieter, more grounded, more private. And at first, that contrast might feel a little strange, a little uncomfortable even. Like, how does this even work? But honestly, that contrast is part of what makes this so powerful. You bring something to their life that's missing: stability, realness, depth. And they bring something to yours: excitement, new experiences, a whole different way of seeing what's possible. It's not about either of you changing who you are. No, it's about two different worlds finding a way to fit together because the connection underneath is strong enough to hold it. And I do see this moving quickly, like faster than either of you probably expects. Once this person decides something, and I mean really decides, not just casually thinks about it, they move on it. Yeah, they move on it. They don't sit around overthinking because they have already wasted time doing that in the past and they know how that story ends. So, if you're already in their life in some way, things are going to start picking up speed soon. And if you haven't met yet, but you are feeling this pull, this sense that something is coming, trust that. Your intuition always right. Because it is. I also want to address something because I think it's important. The temptation, the options, all the people constantly around this person. I know that might sound like a red flag on paper, like, okay, but what about all those other people? But here is the thing. None of that phases them. Yeah, not anymore. They have had access to all of that for a long time, and it's never been what they actually wanted. It's just there, background noise. And now that you are in the picture, even that background noise has gotten quieter because their attention isn't split anymore. It's all on you. On you. What makes this even more powerful is that this person is genuinely honest. Yeah. Like they are not the type to play games or string people along because they have been on the receiving end of dishonesty before. And they know how much it hurts. Yes, how much it hurts. So if they are showing interest in you, and I mean really showing it, not hiding it, not playing it cool, that's not a tactic. That's not a strategy. That's just them being real with you. Because that's who they are at their core. And honestly, that's part of why people are drawn to them in the first place. Their authenticity is magnetic, even when they are surrounded by people who are not being authentic back. So if you have been feeling like something is shifting, like there is this person on your mind, or someone who's been on your mind lately, or even just this feeling that something big is approaching, I want you to trust that. Trust the timing. Trust that you didn't have to chase this, didn't have to manufacture it, didn't have to be anyone other than exactly who you already are. Because that's the whole point. You didn't change to get this. You just where you are right now, were yourself, and it was enough, more than enough. And one more thing before we wrap up. I keep getting this sense of deja vu around this connection. Like there is something familiar about it. Even if you've never met this person before, or even if you have met them, but it felt like more than just a normal meeting. Some connections feel brand new, and some feel like a continuation of something. Like you've crossed paths before in some way, even if you can't explain how. This is one of those. There is a sense of recognition here. Yeah, on both sides. Even if neither of you has said it out loud yet, if any part of this resonated with you, if you felt that little pull in your chest while I was talking, that little, wait, this is me moment, that's not a coincidence. That's confirmation. Sit with that. Let it settle. And get ready, because this one's coming whether you are fully ready for it or not. And honestly, you are more ready than you think.